responsible gun ownership is going to look different to everybody. But to me, the single most important thing with regard to responsible gun ownership is restricting access to individuals. So if you are a parent and you have guns in your household and you've got minor children that cannot legally possess that firearm, you need to take responsibility and make sure that they cannot possess that firearm without supervision. And well, there's been a lot of things happening in our country. Nobody should ever lose their life. There should never be a mass shooting. I personally feel that if somebody wants to cause harm, regardless of the level of harm, they'll find a way. It's unfortunate that people are that way. People get that way. Honestly, we make them that way. You know, without holding people accountable for their actions and setting standards at an early age, or being consistent in holding people responsible for their actions. It enables people to develop whatever habits they want to develop, and unhealthy habits, unhealthy desires. And sorry, I went on a little bit of tangent there, but the biggest thing about responsible gun ownership is restricting access to the firearms. And that goes beyond the household. So as a gun dealer, I get calls for traces all the time. And that means a gun's been recovered at a crime scene or in commission of a crime or something like that. Well, how the hell are these people getting these guns that I sold legally to somebody that passed a background check? Well, for the most part, it's through irresponsible gun ownership. Somebody's leaving it in their car. They're not locking it up in their house, and maybe a friend is stealing it, or somebody they thought was a friend, ends up taking it. If you're going to take on the responsibility of owning a firearm, take on that responsibility in its entirety. It's not just a matter of you protecting yourself from harm. You need to make sure that your choice to become a gun owner doesn't result in somebody else getting hurt, in somebody else taking your property and using it nefariously. So keep that in mind. Vehicles is the biggest thing. You should not leave a firearm in a vehicle under any circumstances if you can help it. Now, that said, we all know that's for the most part not reasonable for gun owners. If you're going to be going to the county courthouse or something like that, you can't take your gun in. So if that's going to be the case, either plan ahead and don't take it with you on that trip, or make sure that you have a way to securely lock, store, and fasten that storage container for that firearm to your vehicle. So get a secure lockbox with a secure cable that sucker to your seat, and lock your gun up before you go inside. Somebody's not going to be taking the time to jack with a cable lock in a parking lot. They're going to smash a window and grab what they can grab. Make it harder for them to get a gun. Again, I'd prefer people don't leave them in their cars, but if you have to, secure it in your vehicle. And restrict access at your house. Even if you don't have kids, if you ever have guests over, if you're going to have a party and maybe you're going to have some people you don't know very well over, you don't know what those people are going to do. And you don't know necessarily everything going on in their lives. So make sure that you take responsibility for your property and secure it. You're not going to leave your expensive jewelry accessible to somebody that you don't know very well. Why would you leave your gun? Secure stuff that can cause harm above and beyond anything else. So, like I said, responsible gun ownership might look a little different to everybody, but access is the key. Restrict access, and we'll start to slowly see a reduction in some of this stuff. Because if people wanting to cause harm can't get access, then that's one less avenue for them to cause harm. So, thank you for watching. I know it's been a while since I put out a video. Been trying to figure out exactly what I want to talk about. I would love your guys' help to figure out, what you want to hear from kind of I'm not going to say I'm unbiased, but I try to be analytical in my approach on everything. I'm pro 2A, pro guns, but I want to look at everything and see everybody's opinions and address those opinions and have healthy discussions. So if you've got any ideas, any content, thoughts that you wanna air out there, any questions, by all means, drop it in the comments, or even there should be an email address on my channel. If not, drop it in the comments. I'll give you the email address. Send me a little video of you asking the question, and I'll incorporate that into a video. And I would love to get some of that discussion points out there. I'm traveling a lot right now for something unrelated to the gun industry, and quite frankly, I've had some pretty healthy discussions with some anti-gun people, and gotten them to at least start to think differently. Not going to necessarily change their opinion, but make them less hostile toward us. Education is key, and that's what I want this channel to be about. 411 information. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more content.